I want to say a few words today about safe relationship training for beginners. And by that I mean for those who want to instigate some safe relationship tactics and behaviours in their own life, perhaps because you may have experienced some unhealthy relationships in the past and have personally experienced the result of that. And so I want to say a little bit today as an introduction to safe relationship training in your own life, and to give you a few points really to get you on your way and to give you some things to think about. In my own life, I came to understand through personal experience that I needed to instigate safe relationships in my own life and to foster the tools that I needed in order to take care of myself, because that hadn't been happening in the past. And I did this through personal development over many years and a lot of research. And I came to understand also that there were many people out there who also potentially needed to understand how to take care of themselves in their relationships, and also to gain the knowledge that often goes with that so that we can manage our life and our relationships in a way that's truly empowering and effective, and importantly that leaves us free to instigate our own purpose in our life so that we are free and able to find our purpose and to release those gifts that we all have inherently within us along the way. And in order to do those things, we need to be safe, we need to feel secure, and we need to have a life that is actually free from negativity in our relationships and the situations we find ourselves in. So one of the points that I wanted to leave you with today is to say that there are a number of keys that we can use in our safe relationship toolbox in order to maintain safe relationships. And one of those is the ability to identify when we're in a situation that is actually detrimental to our life. And in order to do that, we need conscious awareness, which means that we remain conscious of what is happening in the situations around us, in the environment, in our home, and in our relationships. That's not to say that we foster an attitude of fear. It's quite the opposite. It's being very confident in the knowledge that we can handle situations and our life in a way that maintains its health and well-being and happiness. And so, learning just a few keys can make an enormous difference in our life, and an enormous difference as far as our happiness is concerned. And another key is actually having the ability to set boundaries, but importantly having the ability to set a boundary with ourselves, in that we set the boundary with ourselves that we are not going to allow negativity and situations and relationships to detrimentally affect us to the degree that we are possibly unable to manage our lives in the end. And so, being able to set boundaries, and there are lots of research you can do on this, but the most important thing with setting boundaries is really teaching ourselves to have the ability to do so, and also identifying situations where we need to set boundaries with other people, or, as I say, with ourselves, in saying to ourselves, perhaps, I'm not going to stay in this situation any longer. This situation is detrimental to my welfare, and therefore I need to take action, take those steps in order to either challenge the person safely or to remove myself. So there are two keys. One is conscious awareness, and the other is setting boundaries in order to maintain safe relationships. And another key, and my final one for today, because this is just an introduction, for those who wanted to know a little bit about safe relationship training and importantly how you can instigate that in your own life. And the other key is to be able to identify unhealthy behaviours in other people and in ourselves. And in that way, we can train ourselves, if you will, to identify potential abusers and the dynamics that they sometimes show up with. And this is quite an important tool to have in our safe relationship toolbox, because it enables us to feel confident, and also importantly, it enables us to identify key factors that may be useful down the line in order to make appropriate decisions regarding this person or this relationship that you may have found yourself in. So I hope those tips are helpful. This is just an introduction, and hopefully they will help you to foster a safe relationship mindset in your own life, and also to hopefully keep you safe and very happy. Bye bye.